Hello, everyone. I'm Teresa Woodard in Dallas, and these are your headlines from North Texas. A 16-year-old boy was shot and killed, and police say the suspect is a teenager, too. This happened in a neighborhood in Mosquite. Brittany Costello spoke with the victim's sister as that family searches for answers.
It's hard.
Brendan was a loving person. He was very loving.
For Shatoria McGee to accept her little brother's death. Brandon McGee was just 16 years old when police say he was shot and killed in Mosquite on Thursday.
We did get a backstory. None of the stuff that they're telling us makes sense. None of it makes sense.
Police say it happened in this Pecan Creek neighborhood off of Clay Mathis Road.
They said, pow, 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 pow.
Neighbors heard gunshots, then sirens.
It's sad, very sad.
Carolyn Anoha says police officers were in front of her house, shining their lights on her neighbor's house, where police say two teenagers were shot, a 15-year-old with non-life-threatening injuries. 16-year-old McGee died from his injuries. A 15-year-old was arrested Saturday.
And it's making me so angry because it's right here. It's right at our front door.
A once safe neighborhood is now on edge.
How would you get so angry like that, a kid, and shoot somebody else? That's what be troubling me.
McGee says her brother was at a friend's house, but she doesn't know much more, and she says she'll wait for the truth to come out. While she remembers the beautiful things about her baby brother, thanking everyone who is helping her family through this tough time.
And I'm glad that y'all got to experience my brother and that he was a loving soul and he's not what they trying to paint him. I'm glad y'all got to experience him. He was very beautiful on the inside and out.
In Mosquite, I'm Brittany Costello.
This week, Frisco ISD is set to release personal information about students in connection with a murder investigation. The district sent a letter to parents on Thursday saying prosecutors are asking for the names, dates of birth, and contact information for students who were at a track meet in April. Frisco Memorial student Austin Metcalf was killed at that track meet. Police say a student from another school, Carmelo Anthony, stabbed Metcalf. While subpoenas are standard, experts say this broad of a subpoena is unusual. A life-saving resource will soon be available in a vending machine in Denton County. The machine is going to be selling Narcan, which can rapidly reverse an overdose. Here's Scoop Jefferson with the difference it could make.
I think Randy would be very, very proud.
It's been almost 10 years.
I think he'd say, way to go, Mom. You got it right this time.
And Sharon Rowland still tears up talking about her son, Randy, who overdosed.
His dad died suddenly of congestive heart failure when Randy was about not quite 15. From that point forward, he struggled.
In memory of his death in 2016, his family formed the nonprofit RUE as an acronym for Reacting to Opioid Overdose, Randy's childhood nickname, also RUE. To reduce overdose deaths, RUE is co-sponsoring a training event for anyone who wants to learn about this. It's the first custom-built naloxone vending machine in Texas. Free doses 24/7, year-round.
I want to learn too.
The vending machine sits outside the Rubber Gloves Rehearsal Studios in Denton. Owner Rob Howdick will host the training, open to the public.
The more we know, the more we can share with other people who may have the same reluctance and fears that we have. If we can dispel those myths and fears.
Now Denton hopes to duplicate what Dallas area community leaders started a year ago with refurbished vending machines in areas like Deep Ellum.
8 months ago, there were a few places that kind of knew about Narcan in the Deep Ellum area. Since then, we've really made a push to make sure everybody knows about it.
We're having to refuel the machines on a fairly regular basis, sometimes more than once a week.
After losing Randy,
I would encourage everyone to have Narcan.
Sharon hopes the Narcan vending machine training becomes a huge lifesaver. In Denton, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
A well-known James Beard-nominated chef in Dallas says someone stole his smoking trailer. Chef Kent Rathbun says he's willing to give anyone who brings it back $7,500 and a good amount of barbecue, too. Anyone with leads can call his cell phone number. He has posted more details on Instagram. Overcrowding is a real problem at animal shelters all across North Texas, but Fort Worth has found a unique way to try to tackle the problem. Here's Sean Giggy.
Winslow's Cafe serves hungry Fort Worth diners just so it can cater to their companions.
I only own a restaurant to get money to give to the dog, so.
Joe Barry is the owner. Winslow was his dog, but Joe's canine compassion knows no end, which is why Fort Worth Animal Care and Control recently approached him with an idea.
Right when they said it, we said, we're in.
And that's how Winslow's became Fort Worth's first chip spot.
It's a spot where you can come, bring a lost animal, and try to help it get back home.
Brenda Matuti works for the city and said anyone who finds a lost pet, either dog or cat, can bring it to Winslow's, where a staff member will scan for a chip, scan a code, thus alerting the owner their pet has been found.
Come here and save a dog at 10 at night, 11 at night. As long as we're open, you can come bring your dog here to find out if it can be scanned.
It helps ease the burden of finding a shelter or vet, especially when they may be closed or far away. But more importantly, it saves lives.
If we're able to keep a pet out of the shelter, that means there's more space for an animal who actually is a stray, who actually needs to come to the shelter.
Fewer animals means fewer deaths, which is why the city hopes to expand the program by partnering with other local businesses.
Ultimately, it comes down to saving more lives, and that's why we wanted to create this chip spot.
Here at Winslow's, food and drink is the specialty, but saving lives is a real treat. In Fort Worth, I'm Sean Giggy.
And finally, former Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic just landed the cover of Men's Health, and fans cannot stop talking about his off-season transformation. Doncic told the magazine he feels his whole body looks better. The NBA star says he has implemented fasting, he's changed his diet to include less sugar and more protein, and that he has even been taking time off the court to prioritize conditioning as well. Doncic faced plenty of criticism over his weight, even his work ethic, before his blockbuster trade to the Lakers. But now, all signs point to Doncic showing up to Lakers camp in the best shape of his career. Looking good, Luka. And those are your headlines from North Texas.